today I want to help you to understand the state pension here in the UK. Now, I have done lots of videos about pensions and investing and things like this, and I have had a lot of replies that goes, oh, I'm not worried about it, I'll just have the state pension. So I thought it would be good to explain exactly what it includes, how you get to, earn it, and anything else that you might need to know to help you truly understand what money you're going to be getting from the government when you retire. So welcome to the Looking After Your Pennies YouTube channel. My name is Charlotte Jessup and I'm a financial educator and coach. Now, before I jump into more details about the state pension, I should just put in a little disclaimer. This is financial education. It's not financial advice. I am not telling you what to do with your money, and you should definitely speak to an expert if you want to know more about your personal situation. There is lots of information on the government website about state pensions, so that's always a good place to check. You can also get a personal statement about yours through the government website, so do go check there for a more personalised look at your current state pension situation. Now, the way that the state pension works changed back on the 6th of April 2016. So there can be some of you watching who are like, oh, I hadn't even started working then, but if you're like me, you've probably had a bit of time before that and then a bit of time after that. Ultimately, the new system was designed to make things a little bit more simple. So what is the state pension then? So essentially it's a payment from the government that comes in weekly, and you get that money once you've reached the state pension age. Now, state pension age is currently 66 for those that are retiring now, but it is due to go up to 67 and 68. I fully expect people in my age category to probably be working until they're in their 70s for the state pension. Obviously, I don't know that, they haven't announced that yet, but it does increase gradually year after year. So who knows when we will be retiring and when we'll be able to access our state pension. We also have to remember that this isn't necessarily guaranteed. The state pension exists at the moment, but they could potentially wipe it out. So although this is something that we assume we're going to get in the future, doesn't mean that it will happen. For the majority of us, we need to be thinking about other ways of generating an income in retirement. Now, I have lots of videos about things like investing and pensions, so if you want to learn more about what you can do for your retirement income, please do go check out those videos. Now, you will be entitled to an amount of pension based on your national insurance contribution records. So national insurance is paid out of your earned income, and it goes towards various things, including to fund state pensions and other state benefits. So how much do you get? Currently, the state pension is £179.60 per week, but this is due to go up in the next tax year. From April, this will increase to £185.10 per week. This normally goes up in line with inflation, so you can kind of expect this to increase over time. Now, that is the full amount of the state pension, so that doesn't necessarily mean that that is what you are going to get. In order to qualify for that full amount, you need to have what they call 35 years worth of qualifying years, okay? So what then is a qualifying year? So this means that you needed to have made national insurance contributions, or at least earned enough so that you are considered to have made national insurance contributions. Now, for those of you that are employed, so your employees, this is £120 per week, £520 per month, or £6,240 per year. So that's what you needed to have been earning in those time periods to have been considered contributing to national insurance. Now, if you are self-employed, the figures are a little bit different. For self-employed people, these figures are £125 per week, £524 per month, £6,515 per year. Now, obviously, these are accurate at the time of recording and they will change in the future. But if you have earned these amounts in a given year, then that will be considered a qualifying year. Now, you need to do that 35 times over to qualify for the state pension. But it is incremental. So you have to have had a minimum of 10 qualifying years to get anything. Now, the way it's then calculated out is it takes the full amount that you get per week, so currently £179.60, and you divide that by 35. Now, for every qualifying year, you get that 1/35 of that weekly amount. So you need to have at least 10 years to get anything. And then each year over and above that, you get that 1/35 added on until you get to that maximum amount. Now, like I say, you can look at your personal record and you can see how many qualifying years you have and if you are on track. There's also the option to buy years where you didn't qualify. So it could be that you were just short a little bit on one year and you might decide it's actually worth it to have an additional qualifying year on your record. However, there might be some years where you were way off and you really seriously need to weigh up whether it's going to be worthwhile paying that lump sum now to access that additional pension in the future. Now, if you are young and maybe you've missed out on a year or two, you've probably got a whole load more years in order to qualify. However, if you're getting close to pensionable age, you might want to have a little look back and do some serious number crunching to see whether it's going to be worthwhile. Now, one thing I did want to mention is something called contracting out. Now, I'm mentioning this here because I have previous videos about both teachers' pensions and the NHS pension. And both of these schemes did this thing called contracting out. So essentially, up until 2016, when this new state pension system came in, these pensions were actually opting out of additional pension. So what this meant was that there was some perk. So this could have been things like paying less national insurance at the time, or having your some of your national insurance contributions paid into your pension rather than to the government. And in exchange for this perk, the company you was working for, so whether it was like, for your teacher employment, your NHS or other defined benefit pensions, they agreed to kind of top up your pension pot on your behalf. So this means that there will be a discount applied to your state pension. So it's not going to be as straightforward as just going, oh, well, I've got, X number of qualifying years times by that 1/35. There might be a discount because of those years prior to 2016 when you were contracted out of that additional pension. So it is worth also looking at your workplace pension if you were in one of these schemes to see what sort of discount you will have because of this. Now, it should be noted that these particular pensions did this because actually they were good pensions and they agreed to kind of offset that additional cost. So you should overall still end up with a really good pension and not be out of pocket. But that doesn't mean that you will get the full amount of state pension in the end if you don't then go on to having those additional qualifying years. Like I say, if you need more information about this, please do go check out the government's website. Also, speak to the teacher's pension, the NHS pension, or your pension provider if you think you have been part of this contracting out system. If you have any questions about the state pension and how it works, please drop those in the comment and I can use them to inform future videos. Whilst you're there, don't forget to hit the like button and hit subscribe so I can see you in future videos. A big thank you for watching and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.